So I actually have only had one placement so far, and the kids have been with us for almost a year now. The first day was really crazy. We had accepted the placement, but it was over the weekend, so we ended up having to wait a couple days while they were in emergency placement. And then, we spent a bunch of time running around getting things because you don't know what age group you're going to get necessarily, how old your kids are going to be. So we had just very minimal things for their rooms. So we had to run around and get, first of all, a whole bunch of baby food. Didn't expect to need that. We needed to make sure we had a toddler bed because we had a big kid bed and we had a pack and play, but we needed one in between for the middle child. It was wild, but we were just so excited. We had been waiting. For us, we were waiting for the right fit, and it took about 3.5 weeks before we found a placement that felt right. A placement that felt right and that hadn't already been placed. There was a couple of times where we reached out to home finding and it wasn't possible. So, either they'd already been placed or something else happened. So this one looked like the perfect fit, and so far it has been. So sure, the excitement was there, but also crazy nerves, not really knowing what to expect, and the kids were coming from different places. So we had the older brother arrive first, and he was really hungry. We had planned on giving him food right away because we heard that's always a good thing to have, and he ate, I think, 2 whole bananas and scarfed them down right away. He was very sweet and cute, and we were excited about it. And then his 2 younger brothers came. That first night, we didn't really know what to do, and it was very much like, all right, well, here's their stuff. Here they are. Let us know if you have any questions. Feel free to call. And then they just left, and it's really as simple as that. And it's going to happen, and you've been preparing for this moment, and then you're just like, now what? It was fairly late. I think around dinner time we gave them all food, and then we started working on baths and getting them to bed. And that first night, we got them to bed by I think 9:30, maybe 9 p.m. We started putting them to bed at 7 and getting the routine going. So it was a very long 2 hours, 2.5 hours or so before we could get them to bed. And I just remember I was in one room with the baby and the 2-year-old, laying on the floor next to the 2-year-old's bed with my hand on his back, holding the baby, trying my best to soothe them to sleep. Meanwhile, my husband was in the other room with a screaming 4-year-old who was angry and confused and upset. And was really having a hard time settling down and was probably scared. I think they were all very scared. For us, our first placement was also their first time into care, and it was a whirlwind for them because they were brought in over the weekend and had an emergency placement and then came to us. The first night feels like so long ago now. Like I said, it's almost been a year, but we've gotten to watch as they have come to trust us and feel safe, and we've been able to watch them grow and improve and learn so much, and we're so proud of our kiddos. It's just been a wonderful experience.